my eyes rolled in the back of my head and she thought I was possessed. So I don't know why she was working with children. I feel like I'd be such a baddie if I could see and threatened to sue. Your girl pulled the suing card. Hey guys, I'm Chila. I'm 29. I live at home and I don't have my driver's license. Fun. So, how did we get here? If you're watching this video, you guys want to know the tea as to why I can't drive a car. Let's talk about why I do not have my driver's license and why I will never have my driver's license. I talk about it on TikTok, so if you guys are not following me on TikTok, make sure you guys are following me over there. I get in a lot of controversial debates about not having my driver's license until people figure out the reason why I don't have one, and then they're like, oh, my bad. So, we're gonna talk about it. I don't know, is this like a testimony, a story? I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna be ranting and telling you guys everything that's wrong with me. Anyways, let's go on with my testimony. So I don't really know how old I was, but I was like baby toddler status, and apparently my mom laid me down, and when she turned around to go do something and turned back around, she saw my eyes and they were white. My eyes rolled in the back of my head and she thought I was possessed. But so my mom went to her mom, which is my grandmother, who was a nurse, and they pretty much just decided, let's go to the eye doctor, let's see what the heck is wrong with her. They pretty much just said, wait till I'm older and I'm able to like verbally say that I can't see. So I was just rocking a few years and not being able to see squat. I don't know why they didn't put me in glasses, because I know like babies and toddlers can have glasses, so I don't really know what the issue was. I remember looking at the TV and I would literally be standing this close to the TV. I mean, I'm still pretty close to the TV now, so I think that's when my mom kind of knew. She was like, okay, we got to do something. By around like kindergarten, I think that's when they fitted me for my first pair of glasses. My eye disability is called I have astigmatism and nystagmus. I also have retinal albinism. A lot of people have astigmatism. Not many people have a nystagmus. So nystagmus is a wandering of the eyes. So for me, my eyes move from side to side really fast. I know some people's can go up and down. Some people's can go in circles, which I'm so happy and so thankful that mine don't go in circles. I feel like my eyes didn't really affect me until I got older. I care more as an adult that people pick on me than I did when I was younger, which is sad. I had a lot of social workers in the past. Actually, no, I'm saying a lot. I did not have that many. I think I had 2 or 3 here. She was not a social worker. She was a visual occupational therapist. Sorry about that. My first one, I think her name was Miss Waters. I loved that lady so much. She was such an angel, and I was so sad when I had to like go to middle school. I think I went to middle school and I had to get a new social worker. My middle school social worker was not fun. And the reason why I had a social worker is because I had an IEP and a 504 plan. So all public schools and probably private schools too have a thing called ADA, which is basically the disability services, which ensures if you have a disability that is like verified from a doctor, you are required accommodations for it. So for me, I could not use a bubble sheet, so like a Scantron thing. I had to write on all my books. I had to have extra print on everything, and I had to have extended time on everything. I had to have multiple breaks, and I think that was the 3 most important ones. And that honestly took me all the way from elementary school to high school. And so with me having an IEP and like a part of disability services, I was going to social worker, and we went over some games. So every once in a while I would like not be able to participate in recess because I had to go meet with my social worker. She just like talked to me, made sure she was advocating for me and making sure my teachers were doing what they were supposed to do. When you're in elementary school, it was so hard having to hang out with my social worker, because it's like, what am I going to tell my friends? I never really told them why I was not a part of recess, which probably traumatized me as a kid. And then when it was time to take our end of year exams, I would have to have, I think it is like 2,000 font papers. I dreaded taking finals. Since I was younger, my mom didn't know if I could really see what I was telling them or if I was lying. Because honestly, sometimes I would lie, saying I could see it just because I didn't want to be treated differently. They ordered me to have my textbooks were like 1,000 size font. I had to have a separate desk to take all of my tests on. In the back of the room, I had to stand up to write my answers because the booklet is literally like past my hand all the way up. It was the longest book. I had to stand up and hover over to write my answers. Honestly, I can read 12 font. 14 is preferred, but I can get by with 12 font. Then in middle school, almost going into high school, we started talking about my prognosis in terms of driving a car. And I think that's when they told me that more than likely I will never be able to drive a car. And so right when I found that out, I would always like joke around, be like, oh, my mom's gonna have a chauffeur in my will and everything. And as I got older, I was like, it was fun then, but now that I'm older, what am I really doing? Because we cannot afford a chauffeur. It was cute back then. Now is less cute. So what are we gonna do about that? And then I started seeing all my friends get their permit and taking driver's ed and getting their license. And I remember this one friend in particular, I lied, and she was asking me, she was like, when are you gonna take driver's ed? And I was just like, oh, I just don't feel like driving. Like, it doesn't sound fun to me. And like, realistically, I was like, girl, I wish I could sign up for driver's ed, but what had happened was can't see. So it was definitely hard, especially like turning 16, watching all your friends get their license. It wasn't a fun time. I feel like there was no one I could really talk to about it. I did have one friend who used to dance with me. She was one of my best friends, and she also had a similar issue as me. She didn't have the exact same eye disability, but her issue was the most similar to mine, and I've never met anyone who had that issue before. So other than like talking to her, it was really hard talking to anyone else. No one really understands how I feel except for me or someone like my friend that is in that similar situation who's also not able to drive due to a eye disability, or just like live in the world where you can't see. I'm not 2020. I will never be 2020. Even corrected, I do wear glasses. I also wear contacts. My contacts are so expensive. My glasses are super thick. I go majority of my life not being able to see. Like right now, I'm actually filming this video without even my contacts in. Like what it is to see 2020, I do not know. I would love it, because I feel like I'd be such a baddie if I could see. But I'm not. So when I went to college, I obviously had to get rid of my IEP and 504 plan. That was more of like a K through 12 type of thing. I still was able to have accommodations. So the question I get asked a lot on TikTok was, how did I survive going to college, getting a degree with my eye disability? And I want to say every university in the United States has to have an AED. If you have a disability, that can go with anything: eye disability, epilepsy, if you have diabetes, if you have ADHD, if you have any type of disability that can hinder your education, you are qualified to get registered with disability services. Per ADA requirements, they cannot deny your disability. So I remember I had one issue with this one professor that did not want to abide by my accommodations, and legally, if they do not abide by your accommodations, you can threaten to sue. So your girl pulled the suing card, and let's just say no college wants to handle a sue with the disability services. So we quickly fixed that professor's attitude, and I got my situation taken care of. So I feel like my only issue now with like not having my driver's license, it does stress me out a little bit in terms of like dating, finding relationships, friendships, stuff like that. So sometimes I do feel like no one will like accept that I will be the passenger princess forever and you will have to drive me 24/7. But that's the only thing that really like stresses me out with me getting older. One question that I get asked a lot on TikTok also is, how do I get around? How do I go places? So I live at home. My amazing mother, she was an angel sent from heaven above. She drives me everywhere I need to go, no questions asked. And that's just like, I hate like meeting new friends and like hanging out with them, because like I don't want to tell them like my mom's gonna pick me up. Like I don't know, that just sounds so embarrassing. Am I considered legally blind? Yes and no. I am a part of the blind community. So the blind community is a long spectrum of low vision. I am considered low vision all the way to blindness. I am considered a low vision candidate. With my astigmatism, can you feel your eyes shake? Sometimes. My eyes will go really fast if I'm stressed out, nervous. When I say really fast, it's like normal day to day is just like, but I do feel it when they go really fast, and it does give me a headache every once in a while. Are objects moving when your eyes move? No. Okay, so my eyes are moving. The object isn't moving, if that makes any sense. You're so lame, you need to get your driver's license. Those are the people that have never seen my TikTok. Hashtag passenger princess for life. Why didn't you get LASIK surgery? No surgeon would probably feel comfortable doing it, because your eye would have to stay open the whole time. And typically when you get LASIK surgery, I think they said like you can't move your eye, and since my eyes move side to side so fast, it would be really hard for them to point down on it. Is there another surgery that you can get? Is there any type of surgery that could help you? So when I was born, something didn't get fully developed in my brain, so the cord that connects my brain to my eyes did not fully register. So I think everyone else's their cord is straight. My cord that connects my brain to my eye is bent, like it has a little dip in it, so there isn't like full channels going back and forth. And because there's not full channels, my eye is blocked by a lot of potential. So that's why I can't see as far away, see as clearly. Well, I can see clear, but I can't see as far away. Nearsightedness, or do you have farsightedness? I have neither. Both are my problem. What's the best way you could describe what you can see? So let's just say you are down the street and you wave to me. I can see that Sarah is waving to me, but I can't actually point out that that is Sarah. I can say, I know Sarah's guy's body type, which is one thing that I'm really good at. I'm really good at remembering people's body types, people's body structures, people's body orientation. So I'm pretty good at guessing that that is who it's supposed to be that's waving to me. But I can't tell you that Sarah is giving me the middle finger. I can't see that. I could see she's doing something with her hand. I could see big structures of things, but small structures of someone like holding up number 2 or something, I can't see that. Or I can't tell you that Sarah's looking straight at me in the eyes. I can tell that she's looking in my direction, but can't do anything else past that. So the reason why I'm not driving is since I can't see up underneath it, like almost passing the sign to be able to read it, and you can't do that when driving a car. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. I feel like I just like shared like my whole life story. So if you have any other questions, leave them down below. I will try to answer them all. Or if you guys want a part 2, let your girl know when I'll film a part 2. Don't know what I talk about in it, but just let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed, follow me on all my social media, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye guys.